Thank you so much for joining and Mix It Up again. Where cultures collide for your entertainment. I am Jamar Lee. To my right, we have Sophie the Great. And to my left, we have Justin. So, since it's after Father's Day, happy belated Father's Day to everyone.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
So let's start the show off with what's the best fatherly advice you got from someone, who it was, and what it is. Let's swing it over to Justin. You go first, Justin.
Why can't we start with Shaw?
Because you're on my left, Justin.
Yeah, but you started with introducing him first.
Exactly. So let's just...
Well, I always got it.
Huh?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go first.
God dog, Justin.
Dang, Justin. So the best fatherly advice I ever received was from my older brother, who told me, always try, give it 100%, no matter what you do.
Okay, that's good.
If you find out you don't like it or you end up failing, that's fine. But as long as you give 100%, you can't ever look back and say that you didn't try. So it's my brother,
Justin.
Well, since my brother doesn't have any children, and my sister is a mother, and my dad he's been there, and he's been a good dad.
Okay.
As far as fatherly advice, I'd probably have to go to my grandpa, Grandpa Spamps.
Let's go to Grandpa Spamps. Let's go.
Yeah, he always used to say, as far as life in general, that as far as just being strong, be a strong man. He always smiled in his pictures. Apparently, that gives you an extra 5 years of life if you smile on your pictures. But
Yeah, 3.
a what?
He don't ever smile on his pictures.
You don't smile on your pictures?
Nah, you don't.
I haven't lately, but he always used to, just be loose. Always stay busy, but just stay strong. He always used to say life ain't for the weak.
That is true.
So
that is true. All right, so swing it over to me. The best fatherly advice I received, and I still hold this till today. I lost a lot of friends because of it, but it just rings so true. For any man who knows how effed up the world is today, and still allows their child to spend more time with anyone than they do with him, needs to be kicked in the nuts. And that came from my Uncle Paul, my cousin Chad's dad, and it just reigns so true, because to me that's just a, excuse my language, bitch ass move. I don't understand how many parents, not just fathers but parents, allow their child to be with their grandma, their grandpa, their aunts, their uncles, people that they don't even know are friends, more so than they do themselves. As a father, I would never, ever pawn my kid off on anyone more than a day, because I feel as if raising my child and them seeing how I work, how I go about life, how I finish, how I produce, how anything that I do is building into them. And I don't want them to experience that from anyone else. So that's the best fatherly advice I received.
Is it safe for me to say that we all kind of grew up in broken homes a little bit?
Yeah.
Is it safe for me to say that, Josh? No, not for you, really.
I mean, for me, I had a pretty good childhood.
Because for me,
the only thing I had in my childhood was just the divorce, and I really don't think that's a broken house. That just it happens. But as far as we grew up middle class, and we always pretty much had what we wanted. I mean, there really wasn't anything. We didn't really go on any hard times. I can't really speak on you guys because I don't really know specifically what you guys had to go through, but for us, we always had decent Christmases. We always had food on the table. We always got to do pretty much what we wanted to do outside. I just don't feel like it's really a broken home. So for me, I feel like I had a decent childhood. I mean,
That's a good outlook.
It wasn't, it wasn't like, we didn't live up rich. We didn't have everything, but at the end of the day, we valued the little things. We did cool stuff with our time. Play video games, hang out with friends. We had a good childhood. So
that's a dope outlook.
So I mean, for me, when we brought the subject up, it was kind of hard for me to think of one specific thing somebody told me, because, like I said, I came up from a broken home. I think we came from broken homes. So I had a lot of father figures in my life.
For sure.
not just my brother, but I look at y'all, you, Mal, Jag, shout out all the fathers, Jag, my cousins, everybody else. Y'all have been big father figures too. My friends, my stepdad. So I've had a lot of father figures in my life. So for me to pick out one, even, I mean, the shout out, just the television personality, Uncle Phil. I think we can all relate and say, like, even though it's just on TV, like, that guy hit home.
For sure.
That guy hit home, especially that father episode. If y'all ever watched it, y'all young kids, go YouTube it. The Fresh Prince episode where Will's father comes back. If you don't get a little teary-eyed,
check your post. Check your post.
Now, I will say, from my standpoint, is from the childhood high, that it makes me appreciate family more. I don't know about you guys as far as living the life that you guys did, growing up, if that makes you appreciate.
It definitely does, yeah.
I think the broken home experience teaches me. Well, I'm not going to say my father wasn't in my life, but there definitely has been roadblocks after roadblocks of us having a solid foundation and a friendship. So if I can't have a friendship with my father, I think that whole fatherhood doesn't look as clear as anything. So my father was in my life and he was there for me, but that whole roadblock and speed bump after speed bump, it definitely tarnished it. But I definitely experienced fatherly advice and fatherly models from outside sources, more so than I have my father.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I think that happens for quite a few people.
Yeah.
It's happened for me as well. Like, I mean, I had a great dad. Still a great dad. But I mean, you can look up to, other people as being a father figure too. Sure. They don't have to just have one.
Yeah. Right.
So I mean, I had a couple in my life, that meant a lot to me and still do. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Shout them out, man.
No, they don't know.
Anyway, let's move on to the NBA Finals. With the NBA Finals, obviously everyone knows that Toronto won. But in your opinion, did the best team win?
I think the best team fielded one because we all know the Warriors were dinged up. So I mean they weren't 100%. So I think the Raptors fielded a better team overall just because they were 100% healthy. They had pretty much everybody ready to go, whereas the Warriors had a couple, bumps and bruises and, had a hard time getting through.
Yep. The better team win. Like, you could take it how you want it. If the Warriors were healthy, this would have been a different series. I don't think that's debatable. But yeah, they're definitely the better team ball.
Pretty close though. I mean, the games there really wasn't a big blowout in any of the games.
Yeah, for sure.
There wasn't. That's what I'm saying. If the Warriors were healthy, it'd be a different story.
Yeah.
The games may not have been as close, and Vegas would have probably won some money, more money. But,
what do you think?
I think the best team won. I think solely because of the longevity that Golden State has had. For the last 5 years they've been in the finals.
Yeah, I think it's been 5.
Yeah.
But, they've been pretty dominant through 5 years. I mean, this is pretty much the first time I think that the Warriors are vulnerable.
Yeah, and I agree. I mean, I had Toronto going in 7. I thought it was going to be a more closer finals than it was.
I think we all did. I mean, like I said, the injuries happened. Yeah. And, if Clay and KD don't go down in game, 5? They could have won.
If Clay didn't go down in the third, that man was on fire.
Yeah, I think if Clay didn't go down, they would have made it a better series, right? But I don't think they would have won solely because I don't think KD Hart was in it as much as it was last year. Not saying that KD didn't leave it all on the floor. I just don't think he had it set to continue with Golden State. I also think, with that being said, I think Clay was showing out. I think Clay had it in his mind that this year I'm going to leave everything on the floor just so I can either get a new contract or move and be a franchise player somewhere else.
Clay just a baller, bro.
I agree.
I
think even though he came up short 2 games that series, he still this whole year showed out, and he showed everybody.
Statistically, they said he was the best person shooting on Golden State wise throughout the finals. I think throughout the playoffs.
And he turned it on compared to last year. You can tell, this year, even his slump this year, was still as good as he was last year. So I honestly think even though I feel KD Hart wasn't in it, and I'm not saying that he didn't leave it on the floor. I just think KD was like, okay, I'm just gonna get through this year. I think his absence and Clay's dominance kind of offset each other.
Well, I still think, with KD, I mean, you got to think, he was hurt. I mean, he couldn't have been any more than 50 or 60% ready to play.
Oh, for sure.
Honestly, he basically went out there like on a broken leg.
Yeah.
I mean, they just shot him up probably with some,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just said go ahead and run with it, but
I
think at the end of the day, the reason he returned is one. I mean, obviously the Warriors need him, but two, I think the outside talk got to him.
Oh, for sure. I think that's why he showed up.
Yeah.
Is because KD has thin skin. I think we all can agree with that.
Yeah, he definitely has thin skin.
Yeah. So I think that definitely contributed.
Thin as hell. Not just skin wise, he's thin as hell. KD.
That's
thin as hell.
That's a whole nother subject.
That's a weight class thing.
Let's stay with the NBA real quick. Do you all think that the trade was a good trade? Who benefit from it, and what's next to come? Shaw?
It doesn't
I mean, they both benefit from it, but the longevity, whether if it plays out in LA's favor or the Pelicans' favor, is yet to be determined. I mean, because you're getting one of the, in my opinion, a top 5 player in the league, probably one of the most dominant players in the last decade. In AD, I mean, you team him up with Bron, and you put a few pieces around him. They're still looking at getting another third piece, whether it be Kemba, Kyrie, or somebody else in there. I mean, yeah, I think it works out on both parties because, I mean, they got three first-round picks?
Three unprotected first-round picks. So
including, and then you're going to draft Zion. So, I mean, it works out.
And right now they're in
it works.
in trade discussions with Atlanta for the number 4 pick.
Yeah.
And I think they're looking to get the number 8, number 10 pick as well. I know it's somewhere around there. But I think as far as both teams, I think they both benefited, like Shaw said.
Thank you, Gus. Like Shaw said. You hear that? Like Shaw said.
So they get AD,
That's
he's,
me.
Top 3, top 5
Sovie.
player. Let me talk, bro.
Like Shaw said.
Go, Justin.
So they get AD, with LeBron, which obviously is beneficial. Long term, we don't know how long this is going to last because we don't know how long LeBron's going to play. And so, it'll be AD's team when LeBron leaves, but well, that's if he signs an
extension.
If he chooses
to re-up, right.
But apparently, from what the reports are saying, is that he is more than willing to.
Do another 2
as far as the Pelicans go, they get a crap load of picks, and they get, still, I mean, the guys that they got, Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram, them guys, they can still play.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know, maybe it's a system thing for them or whatnot, but they can still play. And like you said, it's kind of a longevity thing. How long can they sustain the success that they got from the Lakers? Now, I still maintain that the Lakers gave up too much.
I do too.
I think they gave them up, unless that's what the Pelicans are demanding, and from all other directions, we're saying that Lakers had to have this move to save the franchise because as we all know, they're kind of in shambles.
Yeah.
With the year they had, and AD brings a different type of excitement. And,
definitely,
it brings them some title aspirations. So it's just a totally different ball game. And what do you think, Three?
Me personally, I think, like you said, LA gave up too much, just because of the potential, right? I think the 3 players that they gave up have potential to be great. Are they great now? Absolutely not.
I wouldn't say. I don't know if they'd go on to be Hall of Fame players.
Oh no, but they have potential.
Oh yeah, they got potential to be really good. Maybe
right.
all-star.
Yeah, all-star caliber. Yeah. At least you have at least 3 all-star caliber players, right? So with that being said, they also have picks, and those picks can turn out to be whoever. Now, coming from LA's point of view, I see it because I think LA is going to push Bron to play for 5. I think LeBron's trying to play. I don't think LA's pushing it, but I think LeBron's trying to play for 5 more years at minimum. So, if they surround him with players that will take the load off of him, it does look good for LA. Will that load happen? Will that load transfer happen? I don't know. I don't know who they're going to surround him with. We already know that Kawhi Leonard doesn't want to go. We also
we don't know if he doesn't
don't-
want to
yeah,
go, but
we
the
don't know.
reports are saying,
saying that
Right.
he preferred. And honestly, I think LA Clippers would be better because Mark Jackson. No, what am I
Doc
tripping?
Rivers.
Doc Rivers.
Doc
I'm sorry, I don't know where I got Mark Jackson from. Doc Rivers is a better coach for Kawhi. But the system in Toronto is better than the coach. So
I think he would be fine either way.
I do too. But I prefer him in Toronto more than Clippers.
He's already built something in Toronto, so it's easy for us
Absolutely.
to say, for him to stay there. Now, as far as him wanting to go back to LA, it just depends,
Depends on how he
high
feels.
that is on a priority list. for
Right.
him.
I think LA Lakers gave up too much because of the potential. Unless they surround LeBron to give him longevity, that was a bad move. But we won't know until year 2, year 3 of the trade. So
Just to finish it up, I think they needed this trade. They needed to make a trade like this because
the spotlight
you got
was
to think
on.
about it. I mean, they pissed LeBron off. Let's
Yeah.
face it. You didn't hire his coach. Magic stepped down without even saying nothing.
Mhm.
You pissed him off.
The
And then you
office,
didn't.
yeah.
And look who you surround him with. You Contavious Caldwell Pope, agent Rajon Rondo.
These guys can come off the bench. And as
That
far as
is-
being starters,
right, exactly what you
that's
said.
one
They can
thing,
come off the
so.
bench, but you surround this man with these guys. They
Now,
get him anything.
I think actually
They
Rajon
needed this.
Rondo would be a better fit this year than he was last year.
I agree with
Just
you
because he's
100%.
played with AD.
I
and
think-
They need
he's
this
better
move to
with
keep him
veteran
happy.
guys.
Because
Yeah.
imagine if LeBron requested a trade, that
It
organization
would
would
have been
be
gone.
boo boo.
I think depending on who the third player is, Rondo should come off the bench.
Well, they have
Depend-
to re-sign him still.
I get it, but I think Rondo, and I told you both this before, I think Rondo would be a better outfit coming off the bench, and then they surround him with another point guard.
He ran that second unit very well.
Yeah,
when he was there.
that's why I think so.
But then who would you run for the point? I mean, you have to
I
sign
think they pick up
but-
somebody. I think they
But
Well,
who's
that's
out
why.
there, though?
I mean, that's why I said they
But
looked at
either-
Kemba and Kyrie.
Kyrie. I think one of those would have to be the number one.
I'm not
But-
sure who else is out there. They did say, I saw this. I don't know if y'all saw this, but Brooklyn signs Kyrie.
Yeah.
D'Lo don't want to stay there.
But D'Lo won't fit back in LA because of the past. I don't think the LA re-sign
Well,
him.
Brooklyn would take a step back by getting Kyrie, even though Kyrie is the type of player he is. But
that's it,
they
yeah.
already have something good there. I wouldn't let D'Lo go
Man.
for Kyrie.
Yeah.
This NBA offseason gonna be interesting.
Oh, for sure. I think I'm definitely watching. So change of pace. This is something that I think a lot of people can relate to. College versus trade schools. Today's fashion, the people who did trades are now phasing out, and there's job opportunities for them starting like right now, as opposed to college, which everyone's pushing for. There you have to go there for 4 years, but it seems like everybody has a degree. Now, coming from two college people, collegiate people, I think I'm going to pitch it to Shaw first because Justin has a trade. So, Shaw, is college actually still worth it in today's world?
Depending what you go for, I think is how I would depict that. Because if you're a senior, junior high school, and you already have your mind made up that you want to do a trade, I think that's very admirable for you to pursue that trade and start making your bank right away rather than accumulate debt, going to college undecided, like I did. Accumulate debt and end up with a business degree, which is now everybody's normal now to get a business degree, a BA in it. That's like the new normal. Whereas a job I had before, the job posting changed because before you could get it with the high school diploma, now you have to have a BA. And I think you hit on it when you were talking about this. It's like the normal now. You can't get a job nowadays without some type of college degree, whether if it's an associate's or a BA. So yeah, I think a trade is very, very a great outlook if that you know what you want to do right away. But like I said, if you choose the profession that you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or somewhere along them lines, then of course you have to go.
Well, you don't have to go to college to be a lawyer. You just have to pass the bar.
But even then, you still put in
So much time.
Exactly.
The work is tedious.
Right.
For sure.
You have to go a lot longer than that to do that.
Right.
I mean, obviously you're gonna come out making some bread, but
Exactly.
you're gonna have to accumulate quite a lot.
Yeah,
of
you're
debt.
gonna accumulate that debt, man.
So coming from a trade perspective,
I mean, me, coming out of high school, I was not a school kid. I hated school. I could barely get up for school. I just couldn't get motivated for school. I think what would help these high school kids, and I know that they push college for these kids. I mean, that's just what these high schools do because it makes them look good too. Oh, we graduate, or we're sending these guys to such and such. I think they need to give these kids a little more life skills.
For sure.
And I think that will enable them to figure out what they really want to do with their life. Do you work better with your hands? Or are you, better with your brain? But at the end of the day, I kind of figured that out early. I always worked better with my hands. I couldn't sit in a chair for more than 5 seconds. I was just, ADHD like crazy. I wasn't even ADHD. I was ADD. I just couldn't sit there and listen to someone talk, and I just didn't have the focus. Now, if it came to basketball, sports like that, I have focus like crazy. I could sit there and,
Sure.
But school just didn't spark my interest. I knew right away, even in my high school years, that I wasn't going to college. But going to a trade school, I took up barbering. It's one of them trades that's up and down, for some people. Some people do really well with it. There's other trades out there, plumbing, all the other stuff that you can take up that they do pretty well for themselves. I do know that a lot of people that are going to college nowadays, they have aspirations. They want to, whatever you go to school for, you major in something that you want to do.
Right.
But at the end of the day, these kids are coming out and they don't get the opportunity to do what they studied for.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, what are you going to school for? If your aspiration is to do one thing, you come out doing a totally different thing. Now, your paycheck may be a little bit more, but at the end of the day, are you really going to be happy with what you're doing? And on top of that, you accumulated a bunch of debt.
See, my bad. Are you done? I didn't
No,
mean to
go
interrupt.
ahead.
So my thing with that is that, so with the trade, like I said, if you come out of high school knowing what you want to do, that's great, and you get your trade like you said with barbering. But go say down the road you don't want to do that anymore. Now all you have is your high school diploma.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I believe a college degree can help you with. Because even with just a diploma, if it's even just in communications or Bachelor of Arts,
Degree.
people look at
You
that.
said
I'm sorry,
diploma,
degree.
Mm-hmm.
Even with that, just that degree, people look at that still just because it's a college degree.
Right.
So you can get your foot in the door in numerous amount of places.
In my opinion, I don't think people care about what you study in. I think they care about how you perform consistently. So the doctrine of the degree shows them that you are consistent. However, with me, not only have already been through college and starting my nonprofit for young males, I see the need and the necessity for a lot of men and women to go into trade. Now, that being said, the culture that I'm trying to create goes along with both of them. Not only can you, that I'm trying to design for the boys, not only will you automatically get a trade, but you also will graduate from high school, and then if you want to go to college, that college thing is there. I understand businesses saying, okay, listen, we need you to show us that you're consistent, and no matter what, the persistent that you're going to examine with us, you need to show. So when people go to jobs and they say, hey, we need you to have 10 years experience, or 4 years or whatever, I think the fact that you have that degree should trump that. If that does not trump that, I think a lot of businesses should do away with that, because that not only shows you that I'm persistent and consistent, that also shows you that when I put dedication to something, I'm there and I'm going to show up. I think it all depends on the person. If the person is good with their hands and they want to make money right here, right now, and then go further in life without having to study and do all this extra stuff, trades. If you can withstand it, if you can do it diligently and show the fact that you can finish something, then go to college. So I'm kind of in the middle because I'm designing my nonprofit to do that. So I agree with both ways. I can't say which way is better. I think it all depends on the individual, like Justin said. But I also agree that if you get your trade school and then you go to college, that would be best.
Well, I mean, the other point too is, a lot of people, do require college degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact of the matter is, there are people who just aren't school people.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So if you aren't a school person and you don't want to go to college, then don't go to college. You're just going to waste your time because more than likely you're not going to
Yeah,
finish.
money.
Yeah.
And then now you've accumulated your debt.
For sure.
So if there's something that you really want to do and go to college, then by all means go. But like I said, if you don't, there's other ways around not going to college.
Well, for sure.
You know, you can make a living out here without going to college. Now, you know, you got to look into some things, but it's
Right.
possible, and there's a lot of people who do it.
I think, not to cut you off,
No, you're fine.
but I think I should have went into a trade instead of college. Being a homeowner, learning so many different things, like just sporadically, and learning how not only to fix things, but how to make things from scratch is just so frustrating because I'm just like, what the fuck did I go to college for?
Well, I
I
think
mean, you took different avenues. I mean, you did military too.
Oh yeah, but military was just something I wanted to do for my country.
I'm just saying, but nowadays there's so much more. There's so much more outlet for people to get opportunities than we
For
had
sure.
back then.
Oh man, absolutely.
What else? What I'm saying, there's so much. There's networking opportunities
for sure.
online. I mean, you use this, you got a job.
You got a job. I mean, you can do that from sitting on your couch.
That's what I'm
and
saying. There's so many more opportunities available to everybody
For
nowadays.
sure.
this goes
You don't
back
let
to,
you don't.
you know, your life skills in high school and school in general. I don't think schools provide enough of that. And I think, for me, this is me personally, I don't know about you guys, but I've learned so much more being outside of school than actually being in school. I didn't take anything I learned from school besides the simple stuff that, you know, you have to know.
From
I feel like you waste a whole bunch
sure.
of time learning about a whole bunch of stuff that you're going to forget and you don't take in life with you. You know, so, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you're wasting all this time. You know, you come out here in the real world, you don't know how to do anything. You don't really know how to adult. You don't know how to pay bills. You don't know how, you learn that stuff on the fly, but if we came out prepared, you know, we'd be a lot better suited for success.
100%. I agree with that.
Oh.
So let's move forward.
Absolutely.
So in hip hop, they URL just released the Goodz and Cassidy battle, which was trash. I'm going to say that on behalf of everyone here.
I'll take your word for it, brother.
So let's go ahead and let's rewind and take a step back to the Hitman Holla Bill Collector battle.
Okay.
The Hitman Holler Bill Collector, as you all know, that was something that registered to me because it was so true, so ingrained in society. I want to get your take on it.
Can I be honest with the people real quick?
Yeah.
The only reason why I know of Hitman Holla prior to talking to you and some other people that know the rap battle, because he's on Wildin' Out. That's the only reason why I know the cat. But so you on Wildin' Out, man. So
But he made it through.
he did. He
He
did.
made it. He was battling and then wilding out. It wasn't wilding out and then battling.
Right.
So
Well, that's why I said I had to do my research on the guy. I found out, like he is a legit battle rapper. Went up his ranks, and that's how he got on Wildin' Out. But you on Wildin' Out. That's how I know of you. You can't. I'm not knocking him at all. That's not a knock. I'm just telling the people, like, I'm being honest with you.
Right.
That's the only reason why I know of this guy.
A lot of people only know Hitman Holler from Wildin' Out.
I know him from 3, so.
See? there's different avenues for you, man.
Let's apply them for their challenges towards each other.
Yeah.
Because obviously one's a higher rank than the other.
Yeah.
Well, and taking it from that battle, man. So we're going off who I thought won. I'm gonna give it to Hitman. Based off the crowd reaction. He came prepared for the battle like he always does, and not only that, I mean, he brought his usual scheme from what I was finding.
Sure. Yeah.
He knows how to work the crowd because he is the vet in that case.
Yeah, for sure.
But Bill Collector came with truth. He let the people know what really went on. I'll let you elaborate on that more. But he came with truth. He let everybody know the background between him and Hitman. And shout out to Bill Collector because he was battling not only Hitman but Show Out too.
Yeah.
So he's battling 2 people at once. Not just on the mic, but apparently physically at one time as well. So, but I'll let you elaborate on that a little bit more. But for my take, just because he got the crowd moving, he understood how to work the crowd because he's a vet and all that. And he did have some solid punchlines. I'll give it to Hitman. But yeah, Bill Collector, he came with some truth, and that was a close battle, which I know Hitman didn't want to take. But
well, I mean, for me, I'd like to know where Bill Collector got his name. Where in the heck did he get a name like that?
I from hearing him rap, I don't know his background, but from hearing him rap, I think it was from him robbing people. But that's
Bill
just.
Collector. I guess that makes sense. Well, I mean, I applaud Bill Collector for going after it, man. anyways, just because, like you said, Hitman is, up there in the ranks, and Bill Collector's kind of lower on the rank there, but apparently, like you said, Hitman didn't like what he had to say. So, Hitman had to do what he had to do, and like Saul said, he had to take care of business.
You just call me Saul?
Saul, yeah, Saul.
Cambodian means white.
So,
I'm just saying.
For the background of Hitman Holla, for all you guys who don't know what happened. So, Hitman Holla was supposed to battle, URL, Smack, was trying to set up a battle between Hitman Holla and Bill Collector. Hitman Holla said, I get paid too much. Bill Collector said, whatever you make, I'll rob you for it. So extra things exchanged on social media. And to Hitman Holler's credit, when you say you're going to rob me, it's supposed to be on site. I'm prepared for you, whatever. To Hitman's credit. However, it wasn't Hitman who hit Bill Collector. Hitman Holler and his crew seen Bill Collector solo dolo walking outside of a battle, or going towards a battle, I believe. Show Out and a couple of Hitman Holler's crew, and Show Out is Hitman's brother, if you guys don't know. They basically just stumped Bill Collector out. Bill Collector got up and darted off as any logical man should. So,
I've done it.
I don't believe that should have taken place. I believe Hitman Holler should have handled that. However, Show Out, as Bill Collector said, Show Out did what he was supposed to do as a younger brother, was stop anybody from getting close to his brother. I totally agree, but that should have been Hitman's Holler battle. For the simple fact, Bill Collector looked up to Hitman Holler. Bill Collector Hitman Holler was Bill Collector's mentor. And he got a lot of his schemes. If you listen to him, he got the funny from Hitman Holler. He kind of got the crowd control from Hitman Holler if you actually dissect it. And that's just what I do because I'm a hip hop head.
You're not a hitman.
No, I'm not a hitman.
He kept doing the gun motion.
Yeah,
he kept doing the gun motion.
Everything, like, you can tell that Bill Collector has dissected Hitman Holler's battles, and he even incorporated them into his schemes and styles. I might be one of the only ones that see it because I'm a hip hop head, and all my hip hop heads out there can agree with me. Now, who won the battle? That's the question. My personal opinion, I think by one single bar, I would say one action, Bill Collector won. That's because everything he did towards show Out made it better, because he was battling two people, and three if you want to include Hitman Holler's crowd, because everything
I tried, bro. My bad. Go ahead.
Because everything that Bill Collector was doing was not just towards Hitman. He was battling 2 to 3 people, depending on how you look at it.
He was.
That's the only reason why I give it to Bill Collector. If it was a closed battle, just them two, or just in a non-lenient place, I think Hitman may have won. But since Bill Collector not only went at Show Out and the people behind him, that's why Bill Collector won in my eyes.
I got you.
And to me, that was a lot more entertaining than any battle that I've seen this year. And that includes the Math Hoffa and Clips battle, and that damn sure includes the goddamn Cassidy and Goodz battle, which was trash. So
the last battle I saw was Conceited and Dumbfounded. And to be honest, I was only interested in that because Dumbfounded Asian. I wanted to see
I knew you were going to say it.
And they had Timothy Delgado on there. What?
Anyway,
Another
the close, shut up. Anyway, you see, I was going to say it.
What?
But Shaw said it.
What?
You see how he didn't reference Timothy De La Ghetto as Asian and as a rapper, but he just.
Oh, is he a rapper?
Yeah. Oh, well, I
didn't know that.
Okay.
He was on Wildin' Out. That's the only reason I know him. He's on Wildin' Out.
Yeah, Timothy De La Ghetto was trying to be a rapper, and he stole his name from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to reference that. Mm-hmm. So anyway, to close the subject, we would like to hear from you. Who is in your top 5 best hip hop lyrical artists or artists in general? We would love to hear from you. Please get in contact with us on Mix It Up .513 on all social networks, or you can Gmail us at 513mixitup@gmail.com. Please comment. Please let us know who in your top 5, and we will discuss that next week. So let's move on to Shaw's favorite subject, Hall Pass.
Are we doing that already?
We there.
We there?
We there. We live, baby.
I'll start that.
Can we, now that you brought that, can we do the celebrity
Oh,
look
yeah,
like?
I forgot about the
Now
celebrity
that
look
you
like.
started that?
No.
Yeah.
Celebrity look like. So Shaw posted on Facebook to see who we all look like, who's our doppelganger in Hollywood. Are we going to say who's our was?
So my consensus, do you want me to start off?
Yeah,
or
go
who
ahead.
you want?
Go ahead.
So my consensus since I've been wearing fitteds and glasses, I've gotten the dream, the radio killer.
Radio killer.
Thank you, because I can't sing, so I appreciate you doing
He
that.
can.
I can, but I just choose not to.
Shawty got ass.
Hey, you want me to get up?
No, I'm good. So homo.
So that's mine, but then the comment I like, shout out to Pat.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hey, all right, I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
that
all
was
this
a good
off. I'm gonna take all this off. So y'all watch Avengers, Doctor Strange. Call me, I don't know his name, but he called
Oh, I
me
forgot his name.
the damn Shaolin monk guy.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
That was a good one.
That was
I'll take credit. I like that.
a good
I
one.
like that.
Good job, Pat.
Yes.
Am I going next or Justin?
You go ahead.
So I've got two different people. So
But let's make it clear. Like, we like your advice as well, because we're having a hard time
yes,
with 3.
because I feel as if
He's unique.
I don't look like anyone. However, I've got 2 that I definitely laughed and was like, damn.
Can I tell the people who we've heard, like, people call you?
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't mean that it's true, but
I'm sorry.
I've heard, and these are unbiased opinions because I don't know these people, but we just asked them. So we heard Carlos Miller.
Mhm.
I've heard DMX.
Yeah.
And then the other 2, I'll let you speak on.
So online, and Justin brought up one of them. So I've heard we saw Morris Chestnut.
Yeah.
So
That's my pick. That's my
Morris,
pick.
and then Justin said I look like Joe, the singer, the R&B singer. Those two just took me by surprise. I didn't even know. No, I'm good.
Now, mind you,
No.
it doesn't mean that this guy actually looks like.
No, it's just we resemble.
It
We're
doesn't,
trying.
right.
We're trying to just throw it.
But I don't think anyone in Hollywood that I can think of that I
No.
resemble or resembles
No,
me.
the reason
whichever
it's
one.
unique, man. I think he came from another planet.
I like to think so. So Justin, go ahead.
Come on,
All right,
man.
So the contentious.
It's easy.
There's this Dan guy out on the internet,
Dan Rule.
and I personally, this kind of went with John B too. And,
We live, baby.
honestly, I couldn't stand John B, and I went to the Dan Rue thing because of my beard, and I just.
Can you do the dance?
I can't, and I'm not even gonna try. So, and I just, this is why I don't like the comparison, because the dude he's goofy. I'm goofy.
You're not
too.
goofy?
I'm goofy, but dude, like he just takes it to another level. I don't know, like I'm not doing that shit in public. I'm not even that type of person.
Peter Piper Pickle.
Um,
Look at that wiggle, baby. Yeah.
but
Oh, show me swerve, Justin, baby.
in no
So.
shape or form do I really want to be
Show me
connected
swivel.
with that comparison. I don't like it. I mean, it is what it is, but I've heard John B. Swiss Beats.
Swiss beats.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I hear that one too. I've heard it before.
Whoever called you that as a dumbass. I'm just saying. I don't see
No
it.
offense, but I can see it in the nose. But anything
the
other than
nose.
that.
I mean, I'm sorry. But props to you. He got a key.
He got
so,
a key.
Just like they say, look like DMX. I really don't see it a whole lot.
I don't-
Just like
I
they
mean-
like Swiss Beats. This is what people have been saying
sure.
to me. Everybody calls me Honest Dave. A lot of people do.
That's
of my
'cause of beard. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, so called Honest Dave. But other than that,
Nothing.
that's what it is. I mean,
So Dan Rule for Justin.
no.
Dan Rule.
No,
Dan Rule.
Please,
So that's a moving on. We don't care about what Justin say. Dan Rule. So
Yeah.
Hall Pass, Shaw's favorite subject. Who's gonna start off, Shaw? Since this is your subject,
So
you
let
take
me.
control.
So I'm gonna reiterate this one since this was on the first skits. So the hall pass is giving the significant other a free get out of jail card to have relations with another person of the opposite sex. So it's signed, dated, and certified that you can do this. So you have full consent.
Who says?
Your significant other.
Oh, okay.
Did you know?
I believe we've been here before, Justin.
Yeah, I know.
So since we've been back here before, Justin, can you go first? Who would be your hall pass?
Gabriel Union.
No, you
No,
used
no,
that
no,
last
no,
year.
no. You
I
did
don't
that.
care, man. That's
No,
No, it's the different one every
It's
week.
a different week.
I know it's a different week, but it's still the same person.
No,
And it's always
we're not-
the
Can
same
you at least
person.
pick like what year Gabrielle Union?
No,
You pick-
we're not picking
See,
Gabby.
I tried to help you.
No.
I tried to help you.
I love you, Gabriel Union. You're beautiful. If I had to go for another one, what's the
Man, you don't even know the name. Can you pick another one?
let's do another one. Then.
Why is it so hard for you? You're not even.
Okay. Since I've liked what she looked like, in the past couple of years or whatnot, Ashanti.
Oh,
Okay.
Ashanti's nice. So let's go with Ashanti.
All right.
I give you that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So am I?
3 siblings. Go.
All right,
Let's go
so-
straight down.
I have to. I know this isn't allowed, but I have to give this. So I was sitting on the couch flipping through channels. Pause. Sitting on the couch flipping through channels, and it's crazy that you said somehow, some way, it was some documentary about a woman, and I'm going to say her name.
Hillary Clinton.
No, it was I think it was Lisa Ann. Lisa Ann. She's a porn star, right? And it was a documentary. I don't even know what the name of the documentary, because I was just listening to it. I'm like, oh man, maybe I should watch this because the kids are in the other room. And it didn't show anything. It was just literally, it was like probably 5 minutes at max. But she was talking about how in the porn industry, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows this, how it's not okay for white women to sleep with black men or have sex with black men because they don't get paid as much, and it starts to degrade their worth.
The white woman or
the white woman.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
like, if a white woman is on video having sex with a white man, their stocks increase. But if they go have sex with the black man, it decrease, right? Lisa Ann was the total contradiction of this. So if you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure almost every person out there remember the porn star who looked like Sarah Palin. That was Lisa Ann. But that happened after Lisa Ann was already filming sex scenes with black men. So her stock increased even though she was having sex with black men. And I know that this isn't the right way to say that she was an advocate for black, and she was
interracial.
Yeah, well, I'm not just the equality part, because I know it's very unorthodox, but being an ally, I think blacks and people of color always say that we need white people to advocate and help the movement of us. So Lisa Ann did that in her own unique way. And
How old is Lisa Ann?
I couldn't tell you. I didn't watch the documentary. Like I said, it's probably only one. I think it was 1 minute, but it couldn't have been longer than 5. But just hearing that, I'm just like, oh, that's pretty dope. Oh shit, kids in the other room. I don't know what they're going to show, so I changed it. Right. But I don't think she's very attractive, but just that part made her dope to me. And
that's all that matters,
that's
man.
it.
I'm just gonna say, when you post up the picture, please be careful what you search.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in trouble if I do anything.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I know what you're talking about. I know what she looks like.
I didn't know her outside of the porn Sarah Palin, but she said that the only reason why that happened is because her stock increased, and that was way after she started having sex with black men. So I was just like, cool. Good way.
Anything to add, Josh?
No,
I thought you was gonna
Gabriel
ask
Union.
See,
Hey, we got to post that twice. 2 Gabriel Unions on this show.
So
Gabriel Union.
hold on. So you told me to calm down with it last week when I was hitting that tyrant.
I know, right?
What you mean?
You told me to calm down. You told me to bring it back down when I shouted out tyrant. I went, He's like, Shaw, you getting a little aggressive.
I don't remember that. One more time. Hey, reunion.
Go,
She
Southern.
gonna block you, bro. D-Wade gonna punch on you. So mine, I had to dig back through the archives. I was going back to the childhood. This was my childhood crush, as I
You
imagine.
better not say who it is.
As I imagine.
Better not say.
As I imagine, I know we all got a lot of childhood crushes, but I imagine this girl probably right there. Yeah, stop with the Britney Spears. She was a crush though, I ain't gonna lie. So I was going back to the days when,
I'm going to junk punch you if you say who I think you're going to say.
I might have to leave the camera shot before I say it, so I can't get punched in the junk.
Go ahead, brother.
So mine came on TGIF Friday, if y'all remember. Is it right? Am I hitting it?
It depends on who you're saying.
TGIF Friday, if y'all remember it. Used to come on, used to watch it. Watch the spun off a little bit. Am I hitting home?
Oh, bitch. You better not say it.
The beautiful.
You better not. So.
Danielle Fishel, Topanga. Shaw meets Topanga. That's supposed to be the next one.
So that's
Sophie.
today's. So
Is that
Sophie.
that's today's show.
I win.
Fucking Shaw won.
I won.
Bitch.
I won.
Bitch.
Got my hat back.
No bad trips. Keep it real.
Shaw done took Topanga from me. Thank you so much for joining Mix It Up. Shut the fuck up.
You
Shout out
remind
Saquon
me of the
Barkley,
West Side
Go G-Man.
Story.
We'll be you guys will be
Going up
hearing
in
a lot about us
Shaw's
here in the next couple
home.
months. Right,
No, you
Greg?
will not. So, thank you so much for joining Mix It Up. Where
Oh, Topanga,
We might have to do an episode on a sing-off.
Oh.
Didn't we just
thank
say
you so
couldn't
much
sing?
Oh.
for joining us on Mix It Up. Where I can't believe you fucking picked.
Can I show you my test?
No.
Topanga.
Thank you so much for
Daniel
joining.
Official, follow me.
Thank you so
SOV
much
the Great.
for joining
IG.
us on Mix It Up, where cultures collide for your entertainment. We love you. Have a good day. We'll see
Follow
you
us, hit
next
us
time.
up at
Follow us at mixitup.513 on all social networks, and you can email us at 513mixitup@gmail.com. Please send us your top 5.
My hall pass was the best.
I'm so pissed
No,
off
no,
that Shaw
no,
won
no.
hall pass with the
Still
Topanga.
is the
I
best.
won. Them
Thank you.
lips. When she hit your lips. Can't say she had lustrous lips.
Sometime I'm done with you.
What?